Hallo Leute, das große Blutsaugen geht weiter. Wir zocken Vampyr. Jetzt leider ein paar Tage Pause gehabt. Meine Arbeit hat es leider nicht erlaubt, dass ich kontinuierlich weiter streame. Aber das soll uns jetzt nicht weiter aufhalten. Ich muss jetzt selber kurz schauen, wo wir genau stehen geblieben sind. Ich habe noch Erinnerung, beim letzten Mal haben wir irgendein Werwolf-Monster da gekillt. Aber den Auftrag haben wir dann bekommen, dass wir irgendeinen Spion, glaube ich, war das, aufdecken müssen, oder? Oh, ich bin mir nicht mehr sicher. Wir schauen mal einfach. Dann fällt es einem wieder ein. Was ich aber noch weiß, wir mussten in eine andere Stadt. Also vielmehr in eine andere Stadtteil. Whitechapel Street, genau. Hier haben wir auch einen neuen Unterschlupf gefunden. Hier haben wir auch zuletzt einen Bürger gerettet. Genau. Von hier müssen wir dann uns auch weiter vorankämpfen. So, Pillendose habe ich bekommen. Kann ich hier noch was verbessern? Wie mir irgendwas herrscht? Ah ja, ich weiß auch, was wir machen mussten noch. Wir mussten auf jeden Fall, wenn wir jetzt zurückkommen, die Bürger heilen.
I have this thirst for blood.
Von da bin ich, glaube ich, gekommen. Müssen wir hier lang.
Steady, boys. We've got one of them here.
Wow. Gerade erst angefangen, Mensch, komm schon. Ich hoffe, ich bin jetzt nicht falsch rumgegangen. Ich hoffe, ich bin jetzt nicht falsch rumgegangen. Erpresst. Ach so, wir mussten jemanden finden, der die Leute erpresst. So war das.
It's one of them.
Ich muss leider mal ganz kurz die Zigarette ausmachen, bevor die hier noch Schaden anrichtet. So, der hält hier aber ganz schön was aus, ey. Das ist so ein Riese. So, die hätten wir. Whitechapel.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Wieso konnte ich jetzt hier hoch? Ach so, kann man einmal rumlaufen. Und dann kann man auf die andere Seite wieder runter. Ich verstehe den Sinn gerade hiervon nicht, warum wir hier rein können. Wow.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me.
I have found a very interesting letter.
Oh, I see. So the little bugger.
The gang's recruiter was dead when I found him.
I love my Albert, sir. I'm sick, broke, and my son just...
What can you tell?
Nothing to say, but...
You mean you...
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job.
You don't...
Not since...
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't...
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that...
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the...
Funny, I've been searching for her too.
Really?
Word is she ain't real. It's just a cover.
A gun?
Some piss stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
Are you all right?
The
If you've been hurt, I can help you.
Name's Albert. Remember...
What happened?
Hey, I didn't...
Yes, you did. And it was...
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going...
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town.
I said sod off.
Do you know...
Never heard of her.
Goodbye.
Boots will be proud of me. Me? I'm not dying some piss.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested
Wir
in
suchen also die
miraculous-
Krankenschwester.
Then you have come to the right...
Oh,
Ah,
I'd like to...
good evening.
Do you know Nurse...
I don't like to talk.
Competent.
Never met.
Tell me.
The region...
Tell me.
The region itself is...
It...
had a good...
Goodbye, Miss Swan.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
Good evening. A gun?
Cordial can be the answer to all your problems, as long as you have the money.
Good evening, sir.
You're here.
I'm not here for a bounty.
A doctor?
Do you rec...
Not me.
I'm looking...
Dorothy Crane, bless her. No.
You seem to have recovered well since you...
Not much.
You'd better... What is your bit?
I offer fair lodgings for a modest...
I see.
Well...
It...
Why should I be...
That's...
I don't see...
What...
That's simple. I already get good money.
Mr. Beck...
I understand.
I've...
So it's an...
Tell people... What do you...
People are...
Goodbye, Mr.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr...
There is no Dorothy
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says that...
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
Tja, finde Hinweise. Toll.
Mr.
to...
I'm
Dorothy.
Tell...
I'm keeping my tenants alive. She's making me a rich man. If...
Goodbye, Mr. Bates. I will return later.
Welcome, sir.
I'm...
Doctor.
Right then.
Auch alles zu teuer. Braucht viel, viel mehr Gold.
Excuse me, sir.
Another Jew?
I'm not a
doctor.
Really?
I'm joking.
Have you...
Dorothy...
Could you please tell...
She's a nice girl.
According...
Not for
this part...
total.
May I ask what...
I'll do whatever I wanted.
Goodbye, Mr. Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed.
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people.
Your father is worried about you, boy.
So my father actually worries about me then? Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So, may I...
I'm not bothered. Yes, I know her.
How do you...
I'm fine.
Speaking of...
My father is an idiot who makes idiot.
Forget...
Why should I?
You have...
That's exactly what my father...
If life here is so
I don't go outside.
So that's why you stay at home all day.
I'm not afraid of disease.
Goodbye, young.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
It's locked.
Professioneller Vampirjäger. Bumm. Das. Bitte versuchen Sie nicht mit ihm zu töten. Melden Sie sich lieber.
It's locked.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So,
I'm not
goodbye.
Is there only pain?
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the flu is no match for the Swanborough cordial.
Tja, wie kann es denn herausfinden?
No one's there. I cannot enter. Mr. Bates.
Evening.
Hä, wie soll ich es denn machen? Heilen mit Erkältung, Qualität des Blutes.
Goodbye, Mr. There's nobody here.
A lot of people are talking about this colossus. Perhaps I should look into it.
Mr. Bates.
Evening.
Kann ich den nicht...
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
Wie kann man das denn machen? Ich verstehe das nicht. Finde Hinweise darauf, okay. Das habe ich ja verstanden, aber wie? Wo soll ich denn hier noch Hinweise finden? Vielleicht muss ich ja einmal rumlaufen.
Good evening, Benjamin.
On the dog,
Yes.
not shut.
Perhaps you...
What? Nothing. It's funny, I'll be
Really?
worried.
A gun out...
I won't end up another drunk arse on Littman Street.
out...
Gangs are rude.
Good evening.
Tell me,
The region itself is something.
what do you think?
Most of them.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard removed.
Good.
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your
Finde Hinweise, aber wie, wo? Keiner sagt mir was. Der hat schon nicht geredet.
Don't? All right then.
Do you know?
I don't know her.
You seem to.
Doris. I don't.
You can put.
And you see, if it is. Are you?
I have no.
You know, this money is not on.
Goodbye, miss. It's sorry, Doctor. Why is a war? If yes.
Of course I do.
Do you think things will ever change?
I believe. I've had to.
What is it?
He goes where none of. Whitechapel. Not at.
Good.
This district seems to get uglier every year. People are talking about this colossus.
Ich verstehe es nicht gerade, was ich noch machen soll.
There's no one in.
Finde Hinweise darauf. Ja, okay, aber wo, was? Ach, da.
Strange man was at the door with the pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
Ah, ja.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Don't be afraid. Cheap price, good quality. Come on.
There is no protection against malevolence and
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in her country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
So, you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
Okay.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
Well, you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
I have heard enough. Goodbye.
Good evening, Doctor.
I heard you're investigating.
Not much.
It's confidential.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the...
Without a doubt.
I don't know.
He never goes...
No. A few days ago, he Really? He went to the Need.
He has...
No.
Where could
he spends...
Goodbye, Mr. Duck.
You look so pale, my lord. Would you like me to...
Good evening.
I know. Gar nicht.
Very well.
Finde den Briefkasten.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. It's locked, all right.
The walls of your home will not protect you.
Noch nee, hier muss ich kämpfen. Oh, da sind so viele. Was ist denn hier los? Das ist Richard.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed.
Please be my guest. Although I'm a poet, sir.
May I ask you a few questions?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not?
What can you tell me about an old man?
Darius Petrescu. Yes, I know him.
Not interested in your...
Darius is an old political activist who... I'm Dorothy.
Tell the... Do you...
On the...
What can you...
Not much. One day, perhaps.
And
maybe...
In what...
The struggle by gaslight.
If you said...
Such
vivid...
Oh, yes.
Did you know...
No, I didn't. Guilty. Are you that good? Terrible. What do you remember?
Yeah.
Most people. Not. But I should. Thank you.
Are you all...
But this is where...
If some miss...
Well, you, for a start, might...
I
do.
I'll leave you alone, sir. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Don't have your money. Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind. Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett. You pay one way or another.
Please, Joe. How long have we known each other?
You again? What you...
Harry doesn't seem happy living in White.
I've always put my son's interest.
You really...
He's my...
Since
no one would...
Do you...
Only...
Goodbye, Mr.
Cheap price, good quality.
Mr.
Klar, jetzt macht auf einmal jemand auf.
You again.
Sir, don't you see we're on the same side?
I'm nothing like...
Yes,
I have...
it's locked.
If you want...
We've not been...
I have... I'm your oldest friend.
You mean...
Yeah.
Do you... Don't...
It's quite... No.
But remember... Tell
I do not...
Are you...
Don't...
Who is... You say...
Well...
Tell... So dark like... She seemed more... Goodbye.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalp! Hand me that scalp!
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. Yes. I have this, nurse. Allow me to finish the procedure alone. I need the room.
I'd prefer to stay and see this through. This is my patient, Doctor. I have needle and thread for stitching the wound.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor!
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along? We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could? Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
You're here to test my bedside manners. I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an...
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me?
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Nurse Crane, there is no question that the work you've done here is extraordinary, but this dispensary is incapable of coping with the outbreak. It's only a question of days before the situation at hand will overwhelm us. I cannot allow it. It's my duty to put an end to this immediately.
I'm not ashamed. I did what was right. For in the end, I saved lives and you took them. But we had so much in common, Doctor. Don't you see that?
Es musste sein. Ich hatte keine Wahl.
It's locked.
This one stinks already. Over there! There's one of them. He's done for!
Swanborough cordial really was.
Someday you'll understand.
It's locked, all right. Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Kill it, boy! Burn it, boy! I'll take his head!
Wo kommen die denn jetzt? So, die hätten wir. Moment. Ich will direkt in meinen Unterschlupf rein. Sehr schön. Das heißt, auch direkt die Fähigkeit verbessern. Hoffe ich mal. Oder vielmehr eine dazu kriegen. Erhöht die Blutkapazität. Klauen kann ich verbessern. Zack. Hiermit kann ich unsichtbar werden. So, jetzt haben wir wieder ein paar Fähigkeiten mehr dazu.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Wow.
It's locked.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed.
You...
Spare me your sarcasm.
We are vampires.
The situation is somewhat awkward.
Anyway,
I see.
The case...
And who?
If you must...
You killed...
I did.
You will learn...
I don't understand.
That is a...
I'd like to...
The process...
So me being...
I very much doubt it, Jonathan.
A vampire?
Such a crude word.
So we are echoes.
How to put it?
Are you?
Yes, I am. We are the...
I've been hearing a voice talking.
Hush. Tell no one this.
Excuse
me? Goodness, no.
How can...
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their...
I've been...
Things have gone from bad to worse.
What is it?
Fear has long since flown this form. Yes, but it's not just...
Are there many?
Immortals are of a rare breed.
Will they all be as...
I do not see why not.
That sounds...
Vampire.
Do you know any of them?
You mean your maker? No.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal.
When I awoke, changed.
Though I can't be certain. More than...
You make them...
More assist...
One...
They have seen...
I know this is beyond...
Really? And I thought you were gentle.
And who bestowed upon...
My maker?
Very well.
A lady...
Why did...
I could hardly stand by and watch such a...
William Bishop wasn't the vampire...
No, Jonathan. What...
What type of vampire is a scum?
Not a true vampire. The
Why does Dr. Swansea allow...
Dr. Swansea...
And...
As you were... What the brother...
I bid you farewell.
I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
I cannot enter. The flower's dying. It needs water.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scows. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Na gut, ich würde sagen, wir machen dann nächstes Mal weiter. Ich will nur ganz kurz gucken. Ach so, hier. Oh. Hier kriege ich ein Schild. Hier war doch irgendwo ein Zombie-Ding. Da. Wow. Okay, jetzt haben wir auf jeden Fall gute Fähigkeiten. Wir können uns unsichtbar machen, wir können eine Bestie herbeirufen, vielmehr außer Kontrolle geraten. Das funktioniert alles, läuft. Sehr schön. Dann würde ich sagen, bis zum nächsten Mal. Dann geht der Spaß erst richtig los.